striving, trying to make it through this barreling. Oh, yes, sir. But as I go from day to day, I can hear myself say,
ladies and gentlemen, I am back. It's been a rough go up the rough side of the mountain, but I finally seen the top. I've been kind of under the weather in and out the hospital, but I'm doing good at the moment. I got to go back in next Wednesday for surgery. I'm going to try to get in a little bit between now and then. Sorry I've been away so long, but can't help it. When things hit you, it hits you. Anyway, this is not legal advice, for entertainment purposes only. And I would like to start out by saying that this is coming to you from the City on the Hill Institution, which is located in Phoenix, Arizona. It's an online school through the computer, and you will not find this anywhere else because it's private. It's not in the public. I teach secured party creditors, and there's other professors in there teaching other parts of courses. What I'm trying to convey to y'all is how to live in the private and operate in the public, because that's what you're doing every time you open your door and step out of your house. You are in the public. And if you don't know how to operate in the public and stay private, then you're in a world of trouble. Because this world, everything is about contracts and everything is commerce. The Uniform Commerce Code is the law of commerce. And if you don't understand the law of commerce, you're going to have a hard time maneuvering in commerce and trying to be private, because it's almost impossible if you don't know how to do it. Everything you do outside your home is in commerce. It's all about contracts. Everything is a contract, whether it's a written contract, a verbal contract, or an eye contact. It's a contract with you and whoever you're dealing with. So you have to understand how the system works. Most people don't want to take the time to read because they don't want to get bogged down in their brain, I guess. It is so simple to get on your computer and go look up the state statutes in whatever state you live in and read them. The two most important of those things is in the banking code. Chapter 3, negotiable instruments. Chapter 9, secured party, security interests. And you need to learn these things and learn how they work. At the front of every chapter is a paragraph that's called definitions of the words in this chapter. You need to read them, understand what the definitions of the words are, because the word that you think is not what the word that they got down. So you got to understand how this stuff works. I am a living testimony to the fact that the stuff I teach works. I've been trying for years to get rid of my student loan, and I tried everything that you could possibly think of. Listen to all these other gurus out there, and guess what? Nothing didn't work. So one day I'm in the IRS code, and I come across, I don't know what chapter it is, but it's been so long since I read it. It says, we do not accept promissory notes. We do not accept cashier's checks. We do not accept cash. We do not accept them. Down. Made a whole list of things that the IRS does not accept. Then the very next paragraph says, however, we will accept the International Bill of Exchange. There's a reason for that, folks, because America does business with every country in the world. And in order to do business, you've got to understand commerce. And in order for the United States to pay their bills to other countries and other countries to pay their bills, they have to have some kind of form of payment, which is the International Bill of Exchange. Once I learned that, and I made up my International Bill of Exchange, I didn't use one off the internet, I made it my own. I sent it to the head honcho of the Department of Education in Washington, D.C. All other times I was sending it to the Department of Education in Madisonville, Wisconsin, which is not the place to send it. So when the head honcho got my bill of exchange and my paperwork from the Secretary of State, she's going to turn it over to her attorney, and her attorney's going to write me a letter and tell me about how they don't have to recognize the Uniform Commerce Code. And they don't do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to jail for doing all this stuff. Mama, I just throw that letter in the trash. I just hung on and waited because it says that it takes 180 days for the IRS to respond. It doesn't take that long, but it says they got 180 days to respond. So my time went on and went on, and finally I got a letter from the IRS, in fact 2 letters, said your student loan has been paid in full. I couldn't believe it, man. I just could not believe it. So the second letter comes in and says, you're owed an overage because you paid too much on your student loan. So it says, please call the IRS and verify your address. I thought it was a hoax, so I called them, verified my address. Well, and within 45 days, you'll receive a check in the mail. So one day I go to the post office and I got 10 long envelopes from the United States Treasury. I opened up one that says, your refund for overpayment on your student loan, $170. I said, man, I could use this, no problem. But there were 10 of them. That was $1,700. I took a picture of the checks. I can show them to you, and I can prove to you that paying with the International Bill of Exchange pay off your student loan, it'll pay off your child support, it'll pay off your probation, it'll pay off anything if you understand how to use it. And that's exactly what I teach in secured party creditors. I teach you how to be a private citizen. I teach you how to operate in commerce, and I teach you how to pay your bills with the International Bill of Exchange. It can be done, and I got proof. I can show it to you. And I also got the money. I still haven't spent it. I've been so happy to have it, I didn't want to spend it. I wanted to keep it for an emergency. But anyway, I'm telling you, the system works. If you want to be a secured party creditor, if you got stuff filed with the Secretary of State and it's not working, I guarantee you didn't file your UCC one right. They got a ton of gurus out there on the YouTube that telling folks how to file a UCC one, and I haven't come across a single solitary one that was correct. They're all a bunch of bogus bull so that they can get your hard-earned money. I'm not saying I'm the only person in the world knows how to do it. Lord knows I'm not. But I'm telling you, from my experience and what I've learned, I know how the system works, and I can teach it to y'all. The class that I teach is secured party creditors, and it costs $1,500 to go to class, go to school, and learn what we're teaching. That's very, very cheap compared to a lot of these other gurus out there that's giving you an arm and a leg, and then they don't give you nothing. They give you about a quarter of the pie, and the rest of it they don't tell you nothing about. Anyway, folks, it's just a little something to let you know I'm still here, still kicking. Next Wednesday, I have to go back in the hospital for another surgery, so I'll be out of commission for a little while, but my voice will still be here. I'll still be able to do these little videos and pop them in and let people know I'm still here and I'm still available. And if you need any information, all you have to do is contact the school at City on the Hill Institution, Lady Bouger, and she will teach you and tell you everything you need to know. And all you got to do is send an email to the City on the Hill Institution, and you'll get a reply back. Guarantee you'll get a reply back. If you know anybody that's interested in becoming a secured party creditor and wants to know how to do this and do it the way that the Secretary of State is looking for you to do it, then I'd be happy to teach it to you. There's so many people out here filing UCC 1s, and they don't even know what in the world they're filing, because you have to understand the title to the document you're filing is a financial statement, UCC 1 financing statement. So if you don't fill out the form the correct way, and you don't tell them what your finances are and where you live and how to get a hold of you, then everything you put in that collateral box is absolutely worthless. You have to understand that if you go in there and you read the word collateral, means a person that has a security agreement or an agricultural lien. And down in line 7, I think there's about 6 or 7 different things you can check. And if you know anything at all, you call the Secretary of State and ask them. They can't tell you which box to check, but the girl told me, said, if you go in Chapter 9, secured transactions, and you can't find anything about these other boxes, don't check them boxes. However, the whole Chapter 9 is about security agreements and agricultural liens. So how in the world can you have an agricultural lien if you do not check the ag lien box? You check any other box, you don't have no ag lien. So the stuff you put in the collateral box is absolutely worthless. Not only that, but when you get down to the S's, it says secured party. The word means a person with an agricultural lien. So if you trying to fill out a UCC 1 and you don't refer to the ag lien box in the line 7, your filing is absolutely worthless. If you don't understand what the word collateral means, you don't understand what the word secured party means, and you start putting a lot of stuff in that collateral box that doesn't pertain to financial assets, then you're just wasting your time and money. So this is what I teach in my class, and I hope y'all will want to learn it and come to class so that you can learn it and you can tell other people about it. And I'm telling you right now that this international bill of exchange works, but it does not work unless you are not a secured party creditor. You got to be a secured party creditor. You got to have all your documents, your duckies in a row, and you got to have all your paperwork filed with the United States Treasury in order for this stuff to work. It will work, I guarantee it. I can prove it. I can show you every check they sent me. I hurry up and went and cashed them, but I got the cash. But I mean, I can show you the checks because I took pictures of them. Because I know even my own daughter didn't want to believe it. And I told her, she said, oh, Daddy, I said, well, I showed her the checks and she got a big change of heart. Because once you see the proof, it's proof. There's nothing, there's no lie about it. It's what they say is what they do. So I'm telling you folks, this stuff works. You just got to be able and willing to want to come to class and learn how to do it. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now, and I will get back in a couple of days with another short video. Hope you all enjoy. Have a nice evening. Talk to you later.